Hello, hello, crafty friends. How is everyone doing tonight? It's Friday. So excited it's Friday. Even though it was a short week, right? I hate when I have a holiday in the middle of the week for working, and I needed to take today off. So I actually took today off so I can give myself a long holiday weekend. Nice 4-day weekend. So I'm just setting myself up. Here I am. All right. I don't know what's going on with my iPad over here. It's weird. But that's okay. I'll have to use my laptop if I need to. All right. So I have a fun card to make tonight. Yeah, I'm going to have to use my laptop. Something is going on with my iPad. Hey, Mom. Hey, Serena. How are you? Let me just turn my iPad on just so I can make sure I could see comments because something's going on with my iPad. So I'm sorry, I'll turn on my laptop so I can see better, just so I can follow the comments. Here we go. This is better. Yep, now I can see. Perfect. We'll just use that tonight. All right, so just a few things I want to go over with you before we get started on tonight's card. Really fun card. You're going to love it. Let me, when I move this out, all this stuff out of the way, you won't see that glare right there. It's just because of my hi-hats are directly over me. Got them installed before I got this desk installed. So, all right. So I wanted to tell you, so what month are we in? We're in July. So this month I am featuring Hearts and Hugs. So what I normally do is I do a card class, and that is to show you how to create 4 cards, which I did on June 25th, but you can earn the pre-cut kit free to make these 4 cards. All you need to do is place a $45 on my online store, and using this host code, that will unlock you to receive this free. It will also invite you to my private group where I do raffles for anyone that purchases from me throughout the month. So purchasing from me will unlock all of that for you. So this month we're doing Hearts and Hugs. So this is my card class. So if you want to get this, you can purchase this for $25, or you can earn it for free by placing an online order. And if you go back to my event for June 25th, you'll find all the links for that there. And you also get a color directions and everything with that. So going on with the theme. So again, what I do is I have a card workshop, I feature a bundle, and then I do 2 lives right here on my public page monthly, and I will continue to use that bundle. And if I use it more throughout the month, I will just post inspiration pictures, but I will try to focus my live using also some stamps with that or thin cuts from that. So tonight we're going to use Hearts and Hugs. I also brought in, so some of you may have this close to my heart. It's your birthday. I used the Celebrate stamp. I used the Cupcake stamp. I used the balloon stamp. So I did use a little bit out of this, so I mixed them both together. So if you have those and you want to recreate exactly, these are the Stampin' thin cuts I used. And the paper pack that I'm using tonight, the DSP, is the 2024-2026 in color 6x6 paper pack. So I use that as well. I did post a little earlier the cutting directions. I'll put them here again so you can take a screenshot. I'll walk through them with you because I do have some ladies who may be crafting with me. So I want to make sure to go over that with you. Hey, Susan, how are ya? All right, so let me show you my sample card of what we're going to make. And the name Double Gate Fun Fold, you may have seen this multiple different variations, but this one I think is kind of cool and I like it. It's one that I personally haven't seen too much of, but this is it. And it opens like this. So it fits in a standard A2 size card base, but when it sits on the desk, it's going to sit open just like that. So that's how it's going to sit. So this is kind of cool to decorate however you want. You can also, with this, do a belly band. So when I'm going to show you, I'm going to put an image on the front here. That's how I'm going to decorate mine. But if you did want to keep this closed, because it doesn't lay flat, you could create a belly band. I know you're all very talented crafters. You can make a belly band about 3/4 to 1 inch wide, 10 inches, seal the back. But you can do a belly band and then just make a separate double matted square, adhere that to your belly band, and then put your die cut images on your belly band, so that will keep this closed. But it's not meant to stay closed, but that's okay. So it's a double gate fun fold, and that is how the recipient is going to have it sitting on their desk. So that's what we're going to make today. So, all right. So let me take a seat, grab a drink. Cocktail is water tonight. All right. I just finished dinner, so I'm just on water right now. Okay, so here's the directions. Again, let me hold that up if you're just joining. And again, I will add this video will be on my YouTube channel, so you can find it there, or you can always go back on this page under events. You'll find all my cocktails and crafts, and you'll find all my card classes there. Okay, so... Oh, pink Moscato. Nice. You enjoy, Serena. All right. So let's go through the pieces. So my base card is going to be black. So we're going to start. I'm going to go over the dimensions first. And then I'm going to show you how to score this, just in case you got a little confused by on each end. So 5.5 by 9.5, 5.5 by 9.5. You want to have a coordinating same color, 3 by 10 and 5/8. 3 by 10 and 5/8. All right, now you are going to need some white cardstock. So let me get the white panels. So you are going to need 4 panels cut at 2 by 5 3/8. 2 by 5 3/8. Let me just bring this in if you want to screenshot it. For those that always need help with a ruler, just like me, I always have it on my desk. Okay. Then you're going to need a piece of 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I already did my stamping on that and coloring, so I'm going to leave it upside down for now. Then you're going to need 5 panels that are 2 by 2 7/8. Okay. Then you're going to need some DSP. And I think it was Janice who maybe asked in my group. I had posted these directions a little bit earlier as well. And she was asking about the pattern paper. So I'm using pattern paper that doesn't matter which direction I go. But you make sure that if your pattern has a certain direction to it, you want to make sure, because your panels are going to be vertical. So you want 2 panels that are cut at 1 7/8 by 5 1/4, and 2 panels that are 1 7/8 by 2 3/4 of the same color of DSP, same pattern I should say. Then you're also going to need another piece of DSP. This, again, all my stripes are going the same way. They're not going this way. They're going vertically. So I need 2 cut at 1 7/8 by 2 3/4. I need 2 at 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. And I need 1 by 4 by 5 1/4. Okay? So that's it. Pretty much this card is just going to be putting it together. I did go ahead and cut out already 2 of the elements that I'm going to use from the Hearts and Hugs. I cut out the little mouse and I think this, what did we say this was last week? A hedgehog, or I forgot already. But I cut out those 2 and I colored them with my markers, and I already popped them up on some adhesive, so they're ready to go. All right, so The panel that I said I already did my stamping, and this white panel that's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 right here, that is for this piece right here, because when your card's closed, okay, there's nothing on the back. So that panel is going to go here. But this could be for writing your sentiment. So I would do all that before you adhere it, because if on your inside here, even if you put just white cardstock in here, you don't have too much to write on. But another thing, this panel right here, that's what one of these panels are for. So you can certainly write in the middle there. Stamp, write, whatever you want. But I'm making mine where I'm going to have the back layer on the back. So I went ahead and already stamped. I stamped that using that Close to My Heart stamp, some of the stars, and I then stamped that cupcake and colored it in using my Stampin' blends. And then of course I love to go around with my Deco paint marker, and I did the silver all the way around that. So that's the back side of mine, but I already did that stamping. And then remember that middle piece that I told you? I'm just going over my pieces because again, the longest part is just going to be putting this card together. So that's what I really want to focus on with you. So this piece right here, I already went and did my stamping, and that's going to be my middle piece. But again, you can certainly leave that blank and you can write on there. So what I did was I just stamped that sentiment is from the Stampin' Up! Hearts and Hugs, and then the balloon and the star is from the Close to My Heart stamp set, and I just colored them all in with the Stampin' Blends marker. What stamp set? So the Close to My Heart, I know you have this, Mom. It's the It's Your Birthday. This one right here, item number CC9237. That's where I use the cupcake, the balloon, and the Time to Celebrate. That's pretty much where all my stamps came from for that one. And then the Stampin' Up! Is the Hearts and Hugs, 163659. Okay, so now let's get to the card. So first what we have to do is, let's do the easy part first. Let's adhere all of our panels. So we're going to adhere the small panels to the small white, the large to the larger white. So let's do all of that first and just get that out of the way. It's always the easiest. Oh, I messed up. I was going to use that, but I decided not to. So I'm just going to use the back side of it. Why waste it, right? And I needed to change my trimmer blade, and I did that before. I had to sand all of these sides. Okay, so I just want to make sure it's all good. Yes. Okay, I'm just going to use my tape runner today. So all we want to do is adhere these panels down, and then I'm going to show you how to put the card bases together, and then we'll add all these panels, and then we're going to be done. So if you're crafting along with me, I hope I'm going slow enough for you. And again, I appreciate you hanging out with me and, you know, recreating and allowing me to inspire you with some of the crafts that I do. But what I ask of you is like my videos, share my videos. That helps me on Facebook. It helps with these algorithms and for other people and other crafty friends to find me. That's the only way it works, right? Speaking of Facebook, I don't know if anybody I saw it on the news this morning. Mark, what's his name? Mark Zuckerberg, the Facebook guy. He was in California. He was holding a bottle of like wine or something, the American flag. He had a tuxedo on, and he was surfing. It was kind of cool. Hold on, I lost, Oh, damn. Speaking of Facebook, and then it craps out on me. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to see the comments for a minute, but I'll have to go back and look. Oh, here we go. I'm live again. Okay. Okay, so we just want to adhere these. Got about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Why do I have one more? Oh, where's my, oh, there it is. That's my 5th one. Okay, so there's my 5 small panels. Now we're going to do these. One thing I'm liking, I like that Close to My Heart has a lot of their paper in the 6x6, because especially for card making, you know, the 12x12 paper, you don't, sometimes, you know, the 6x6, it's just perfect for card making. Perfect. And I love that Stampin' Up. It's been quite a change coming from Close to My Heart. We're not used to all these sales that they have. So that's kind of awesome. You know, Close to My Heart used to have sales at the end of the year. But really that's kind of all it was, maybe twice a year towards the end of the year. And you know, when you're putting panels together, you know, turn it. Don't, you know, when we look at things, our perception, putting it straight down like this, always turn it. You know, whatever makes it easier for you as a crafter. Okay. All right, this is our last panel. Are you with me? And you can just watch and then go back and put it together. So here's our panels. We have our 4 panels like that. And then our 5 here. Put them together. Okay. And then again, that middle one, you can leave blank. And you can write, or if you just have like, that would be perfect, just to leave like sending birthday hugs up here, write your little message, whatever you'd like. So we have all of our panels. All right, so now let's get to the scoring piece. We still have this piece that we have to adhere, and we will do that after we get our bases together. Okay, so let's start first with our, let me get all this out of the way. And if you don't mind, sip time. Okay. All right, so remember 5.5 by 9.5, okay? Then we're going to score. So I already did my scoring because I'm using black. It's gonna be hard to show, hard to see, but I will hold it up for you. So what you want to do first is, if I was scoring, my first 2 score marks are 1/2 and 2 5/8. So 1/2 and 2 5/8, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper, rotate it around, score at 1/2 and 2 5/8. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, Stacy, why didn't you just give progressive, you know, 1/2, 2 5/8, 6 and whatever that would have been, and, you know, 9 here? Because of the 5/8, when everything folds, it won't work. So that's why you have to do it like this. I'll show you again. Here's your 5.5 by 9.5. So you're going to score at 1/2, score at 2 5/8. You're going to flip your paper around so that you're still on the same side facing up. And you're going to score this end now at 1/2 and 2 5/8. Okay? So, let's see if you can see. Here's my 1/2, 2 5/8. And then when I flipped it, here's my 1/2 and 2 5/8. Okay, so that's the scoring for that piece. Now we're going to bring in that other piece. This is 3 by 10 5/8. Okay, same concept, but different score lines. We're scoring at 2 1/8, 4 1/4. We're going to flip it. 2 1/8, 4 1/4. Okay? Again, move this. 2 1/8, 4 1/4. Then you're going to flip your paper. 2 1/8, 4 1/4. Okay? That's what you do for that piece. So I'm going to get my scoreboard out of the way because we are done. I just had it out for visual. All right. So now let's take our 5 1/2 by 9 1/2. And the way we are going to fold this is, I want to do my score lines in. So I'm going to fold this side in, make sure it lines up. And then this side we're going to fold in, make sure it lines up. Okay. So now these two score lines, so we folded in. Now these two, we're just going to fold out, and you don't have to burnish them or anything. It's just, you'll see right for now, it's just for visual purposes. So you fold them two out just a little bit. Everybody got that? Okay. So now, for right now, we're just going to put this to the side. Now we're going to take our other piece, all right, and think about this. You have 5 quadrants from where we made the score lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you have 2 over here and 2 over here, and then that 1 in the middle right here. I'm just going to put, because this is black, let me see. Just going to put a line. Can you see that? I don't have like a chalk or anything. I wish I had chalk. I don't. No, I don't. Okay. Anyway, that's the middle piece, the middle right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold this piece in. This piece out. Okay. Now, same thing over here. Fold the middle in. Fold the top panel out. Okay. So there is our inside mechanism. Okay. So we have this piece and this piece coming along. You seeing it? All right, now we have to decorate our panels right now because for the next step, we're gonna need the panels on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that 4 by 5 1/4, and we're just gonna adhere that down to the middle here. And I think this black color is striking. And you're just gonna like center that. Okay, so for the, let's see, panels are gonna go, we wanna put, where's my panels? My green panels are gonna go on there, right? And that the pink, I think are gonna go there. I think that's right. Yeah, we don't want the green on the inside. Right. Okay, so green are gonna go on the outside. Right here, and I love this, got this little pop of white. So this is what I mean when you got to make this work for you. So I have to turn this for the way it works for me so I could see. I apologize if my head is in there, but like I said, make it work for you. We're going to put the green right here. Don't try to hurt yourself. I know I'm on camera but I still want my project to come out nice. I want to use it and give it to somebody, so I want it to come out perfect. So turn as you're working. Okay, that goes there. Now, this is my middle piece here, so that's going to go right there. Doesn't that look cool? So if I wanted to do any writing, I could, but I could also do the writing when the card is put together. But the stamping, I want to make sure at least all the stamping is done. Okay, so this is the middle. Okay. Okay, so that is the back. Pretty cool. All right, so now we're going to put our pink panels right here on the inside. Now, you certainly could add a white 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 white if you wanted, but I didn't on that one, but you certainly can if you want. Okay. All right, so now, same thing. Let's get our panels for here. Hold on, let's make sure. My green panels are going to go right there. So that's the middle, green, and pink. I think, yes. Okay. I hope you're liking this. I think it's kind of cool. And if you're leaving any comments, I will definitely go back through them. I'm just, can't see them right now. So I apologize. Actually, I'll stop in a moment and see if there's any questions. Okay. All right, so there is our little book mechanism. Cool. All right, let me see if I have any questions. It's telling me to log in. Why do I have to log in? I'm in and I see it. Oh, darn it. There we go. Yes, here we are. Hey, Denise. Hello, hello. What stamp set? Okay, Tanya, let me go through the stamp sets again. I'm using the Close to My Heart, It's Your Birthday, for lots of my stamping here. And for here, I use the Close to My Heart stamp. And then for my little critters here, I'm using the Hearts and Hugs Stampin' Up! Set. So, because this is what my card workshop is this month, so my lives will also be incorporating that set as well. All right, so now to the tricky part. You welcome, girl. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to close this up, and I'm going to bring out a pencil. Let me get my pencil. Okay. And a ruler. I don't need a ruler. Okay. So I'm just doing this by eye. Now, my paper has stripes. So visually, you want to find and have this kind of in the center as best as you can. And then you're going to draw a line up top and a line at the bottom, okay? And then you're going to take it away. So see? Let's see. Can you see that? Yeah. So I have my line at the top and my line at the bottom. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to, I'm going to stand up for this. Let me put on my little light, see if this helps a little. Okay, yeah. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna put this back, put your middle in the middle, right between it, and we're gonna erase these lines, don't worry. Okay, now if you have a Versamat or a mat that has lines, this would be good if you wanted to use some washi tape maybe. If you want to make sure it's perfectly even, just go ahead and do that. But I'm going to eyeball it. Oh. And I'm just moving it around, and I think this is my center. All right, so now using my hands, I'm kind of holding this all open. I'm coming in with my pencil, or if you have like a silver pen, something where you can see, and you are gonna make a line here, 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 and here. Now I'll get my hands out of the way and show you. So what I did was I made a line here, 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 and here. So when I move that away, that's what I'm left with, okay? So I have my 2 lines there and my 2 lines there. Okay, now here, I'm gonna erase those lines. I don't need them anymore. And I can still see them just a little bit. So when I do come back in and line this back up and place it down, I can see where it is. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut a little bit. Okay, see, there's my pencil line. We're gonna cut just a smidge above the pencil line, and then we're gonna come in and take that off and do the same here, okay? So I'm coming right above my pencil line, and I'm taking that off, okay? And if you didn't get it good, because I'm standing over this so I can't see, you can trim it. Same thing here, you're gonna come right above the pencil line and take off. Okay, and you're gonna do the same thing over here, right above. There's a reason we're going above. See, I put it down and I did it crooked. Okay. So now, here's what we're left with. And we have these tabs. Think you're all figuring out what the tabs are doing. Look at how cool that looks. Look, love those colors. Cute. Okay, so now what you want to do is here in the middle one, you want to use, I'm sorry, I don't have it. I have the regular Stampin' Seal, but the Stampin' Seal Plus, the really strong one, you might want to use that there. I'm going to use tear and tape. So if you have tear and tape, definitely use that. I have really strong tear and tape, so I'm going to use this because this, you really want to make sure you have it down really well. I wouldn't use like liquid glue here because this is what gets handled a lot. This piece gets handled a lot as it's opening because it's the main mechanism that's opening the card. Okay, doopy-doopy-doo, where is my, it's probably right in front of my face, right, Stacy? My tweezer, yes it is. Just pull that backing off. Okay, so again, make sure it's right side up if you did your stamping. And I'm gonna bring this into me to make sure I get it right, but I can see my lines. So you just want to make sure you are right in your lines. Okay, so the reason we cut a little smidge extra off on each side is to give us a little grace. You always want to give yourself grace crafting to make sure we cover up both, because if we did, see, I have a little smidge there, so that's okay. What we're going to do, I'm going to fix this right now. I'm going to take this up a little bit more. I probably just didn't follow my lines there. And again, I'm standing over, you know, I'm trying to keep in frame and not pull close to me so much, because I'm trying to have you watch every step that I'm doing. Okay. Yep, that side covers and that side covers. Maybe a little smidge off here, and that's okay. You just come in with your snips and take it off. All right, now, all we're gonna do now is we are going to take this flap right here, and again, you're gonna use this. I could use this tape here. You know, just don't use anything removable, but get a nice amount of adhesive right there. Hold that flap where flat down. You're just gonna come with your flap straight down and press it there. Okay, we're just gonna flip this over. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. We're gonna put some adhesive. We're gonna hold that down and we're gonna smush that side down. And did I get, yes. So now, here is our card. Cute, love it. Hard to see, you know, my camera's up this way, but you get the idea, right? So if it, here's closed. Now, again, if I wanted to make a belly band and put a belly band over this, figure like 3/4 of an inch by 10, wrap it around so that I have a belly band, but make sure you make 2 other panels, and that's what you're gonna put your images on. So what I did is, so this is the one that goes down. I'm gonna put the little mouse here, and these are small. I think I'm gonna come back in and I might add some more stuff. I'm not sure. Or just leave them simple and adorable like that. This one in the front here. And I also have, these are the 2024-2026 in color shimmer gems. We'll throw some of these on the front. Let's see, let's do. So see how thick this is, but that's okay. You know, if you're gonna mail this, definitely extra postage, but when the recipient gets it, how adorable when they open, sending birthday hugs, and it could just sit on their mantle just like that. So now, if you want to add anything more flat in here, like if you have flat gems, or if you did leave this white and you want to write in here, totally up to you. Or is this just something that you're going to give with, you know, in person? Maybe that you're not going to necessarily send this card. Let's put, what is this, Shy Shamrock? And we'll put Pretty in Pink. Just some tone on tone. I think that looks adorable. All right. I'll leave that like that a minute. Let me see if I have any questions. Okay. Fun, cool, fun fold. Nice. Thanks, Serena. I'm glad you like it. All right. So there you go. Here are the directions again for today's Double Gate Fun Fold using Hearts and Hugs. And I pulled from my Close to My Heart stash, It's Your Birthday, and 2024, 2026 in color DSP, as well as the 2024-26 in color shimmer gems. And again, you can earn this month's card kit with hearts and hugs, placing a $45 order on my online store using that host code. It will unlock all my specials for the month. And here is the dimensions if you need one last look. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed tonight's card. I invite you to join my newsletter. I'm starting a newsletter, and I also have a drawing till August 15th. Everybody that joins my newsletter, if you go to my page here at Crafty Diva USA, you'll see I have it pinned to the top, and you can just simply join. It's, you know, just your name and email. That's all I need. And I'm doing 2 prize drawings, a $20 Stampin' Up! Product credit with me, and also a $25 paper trimmer, branded Close to My Heart paper trimmer. So 2 of those drawings will be August 17th. All you need to do is join my newsletter that will be starting up soon. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's card, and I appreciate all those that hung out with me. And if you're catching this on replay, let me know. Thanks, ladies. Have a great weekend.